What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, some new news has came out since I did the video about Stephan Stearns in reference to the Madeline Soto case receiving where prosecutors are trying to give him the death penalty. They said they have adequate enough proof, and today they released new court documents that are, man, they're bad. It has a timeline of his movements and what he did with the body of Madeline Soto, and it brings a lot of this case together that a lot of questions people were wondering. And I want to show you this video, man. We'll just go ahead and take a look at this video and then come back and talk about it. This is something you got to see to believe. Take a look.
Tonight, we're learning some new details about the murder of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Her mom's boyfriend, Stephan Stearns, is facing the death penalty.
Now, new court documents reveal the evidence prosecutors plan to use against Stearns. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest has been pouring through hundreds of pages of court records. And Mike, there is a lot of video evidence in this case.
Video surprising in this. Police believe that Stephan Stearns murdered the 13-year-old at her Kissimmee apartment. Investigators say surveillance videos show Stearns leaving the apartment with Madeline Soto's body and then driving to the area of St. Cloud where she was later found.
My daughter was dropped off close to school this morning.
Jennifer Soto told detectives the last time she saw her daughter Madeline was the night before the 13-year-old vanished. Jennifer Soto says she instructed the teen to go to bed in the same room as Jennifer's boyfriend, Stephan Stearns. The next morning at 7:35 a.m., surveillance cameras at the Venetian Bay Village apartments captured video of Stearns discarding something in the trash compactor, which investigators believe was Madeline's backpack and school laptop. The video also showed a female wearing a green sweater in the front passenger seat of Stearns' car, completely slumped over with her mouth ajar. At 7:50 a.m., surveillance video shows Stearns' car leave the apartment complex. At 8:19 a.m., it returns and then leaves again at 8:31. Each time, a body believed to be the teen can be seen in the car with her head visible tilted on her left shoulder. Stephan Stearns told detectives he dropped Madeline off at Hunters Creek Middle School at 8:40 a.m. But investigators say a license plate reader captured Stearns' car miles away from the school at that time. At 9:40 a.m., surveillance cameras at an office building on John Young Parkway captured Stearns' vehicle entering the top floor of a parking garage. A man then opened the passenger door of the car and proceeded to carry what appeared to be a limp female body to the trunk of the vehicle. Using license plate readers and surveillance video, investigators say they could see Stearns' car traveling east towards St. Cloud and Old Hickory Tree Road. That's where investigators later found Madeline Soto's body lying face down between some bamboo trees and covered in debris. Police say they found images on Stearns' cell phone showing him sexually molesting the teen. Last week, prosecutors announced they would be seeking the death penalty against Stearns. Stearns has pleaded not guilty. Matt and Ginger.
Mike DeForest, thank you for that. And we are still reading through those documents. We'll bring you the latest information on clickorlando.com.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the evidence they said they had, that they're taking the trial to try to get the death penalty for this man, and I hope to God they succeed. How evil do you have to be to pull some shit like that? I ask you. Goes back to what I thought and a lot of you other people thought. He took this girl's life in that house. In the wee hours of the morning when it was dark and nobody was outside, that's when he transported the body in the car. Heard what they said? Cameras show multiple times little Maddie Soto slumped in the car with her mouth ajar. He put her out there in the middle of the night, looked like she was asleep in the car. In the morning, he went and disposed of a backpack. They got the timeline of what he did. Said he was, what? Oh, I dropped up at school around 8:30. They got him, tracked him over there near the site where, he was driving somewhere else looking to dump the body. Nail in the coffin. He go into a parking garage. Can't nobody see him. He gets some privacy. Take her from the front seat, throw her body in the trunk, drive her to her destination. They pinging him off cell phone towers and license plate readers where he dumped her body. Said they found her. Her body was face down, covered in branches. This is a girl you ate with in the house. She called you father or whatever. You slept with her mother, had her in the bed with you, which I didn't agree with. Laughed, joked, cried sometimes, probably. And you do that to her? Used her till you used her up. Now, nobody knows what the motive of why he took Maddie's life the day after her birthday, but he did. And he need to pay for it. This is upsetting. 13 years old, she don't know nothing about nothing. Did you see the cell phone? What the mom said? She instructed Maddie to go sleep in the bed with Stephan. Now, a lot of people saying, oh, you don't know if they slept in the same bed. Stop it. That done already came out. She didn't want to sleep alone. You had to lay in the bed and spoon with her. I'm not feeling that. And the mom need to be ashamed of her damn self. And whether Jen Soto knew or not, which I find hard to believe, she need to be held accountable as well. You let a developing young teenage girl, body development and all this stuff, spoon up against a grown man. While you at work, working at night. Another thing I think about, they showed the police video when he was answering the questions for her and stuff. I think because she worked nights and Stephan had more exposure to Maddie than her, because, she working at night, coming home sleeping, he having more time and interaction with the girl as the parent because of her working graveyard shift or whatever it is she was working. You know how it is when you live in a house and somebody works a different shift. One parent has exposure to the child more than another. I think she was hands off when dealing with Stephan Stearns. She was so Google-eyed and trusting and letting him take advantage of her because you seen he has douchebag qualities with the way he was lurking over and overseeing stuff. She believed everything he told her. And I think he worked some of that magic on Madeline Soto to where he convinced her that her mom in some way, shape, or form wouldn't care and to keep her mouth shut when he was doing all that stuff to her. Or children that are smart, they see the dynamic between two parents and realize she ain't have a chance telling her mom anything because she's so starstruck with this moron. This is sad, y'all. Sad. Put her in the trunk, drove her somewhere, threw her in a field, covered her up with branches. That's why she couldn't explain what clothes she had on, and she had to sit up there and act like she knew, and she didn't because she was hands off, and she was exposing fully her child to this predator. So she needed to take some of the brunt too. We knew for a fact that he did it. But all of this new information that came out makes the story that much more worse. You telling her to go in the bed and snuggle with a grown-ass man. Remember in the other video I did? Court documents, it was called snuggling. Ain't that some shit? I'm not snuggling with nobody's kid, not even my own. I got a daughter that's 9. Hell no. Hell no. She's too old. I would never lay in the same bed with her. I wouldn't. And that just goes with the normal rationale of man. Little girls from the smallest from them having a sense of themselves, they've always been taught to be protective of certain parts of their body and cover themselves up. You know what I'm saying? I know young Madeline, I don't mean to be graphic or whatever. I know she felt bad, that yucky feeling. I don't know the other word to use, that yucky feeling. She felt awful when this guy was doing what he was doing to her. He didn't care because he was only out for his own sexual gratification. I hope they give this dude the death penalty because if anybody out there that's in charge of this case and stuff want to rule against this, they have no heart. What would you do if it was your daughter? Little Maddie never had a chance. She didn't choose who her mother was, and she didn't choose the situation she was in. For some reason, she kept her mouth closed. I don't know. You know what I mean? But a 13-year-old, mind cannot compete with the mind of an adult that was put in a position where he could oversee her and control her next move because he's outthinks her as well as her mom. We don't know for the truth what's going on, if Jen Soto knew or didn't. But there's no way, I don't know any woman that would not be observant of the relationship between a man and their daughter and not see something's off. There were little signs that she chose not to see. She was too busy sleeping after working at night. That's why I think she was really hands off and wasn't really paying attention. And this dude, Stephan Stearns, was around this girl more than her mom. I think their relationship was a little bit different too. It was kind of distant. That's just my opinion. But either way, this guy got to go. I don't understand this, man. I don't. How would him, and Madeline has a father, how would him, Stephan Stearns, as a man, be laid up there in an intimate type spooning position with a girl knowing that she got a father? I'll tell you why he could do that, because he didn't care about the mother. He didn't care about her. He was like a big kid in the house that was undisciplined and had free reign to do what he wanted, because his mom was Madeline's mother was oblivious to everything because she was under his spell. Either way, man, he got to go. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's a bad feeling. That little girl went through hell, man. And I'm just being honest. From the way I look at it, man, nobody deserves to live like that. Bad enough this guy invading your space by being in your house and being a douchebag, but when he starts to invade your personal space and your body and stuff like that, I mean, what can you do as a child against an adult? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.